When a superstar player is traded, it sends ripples through the league, shaking up teams and often leaving a fanbase feeling heartbroken and angry. The trade that sent Luka Dončić from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers was one such moment, sparking intense reactions, especially from the loyal fans in Dallas. Now, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has weighed in, and he says he understands exactly why Dallas Mavericks fans are so upset. Speaking during an appearance on The Pat McAfee Show, Commissioner Silver addressed the fallout from the blockbuster trade. He acknowledged that it's been a rough time for the Mavericks since the move, citing the unfortunate injuries to Anthony Davis and then Kyrie Irving, who were brought in shortly after the trade. But his primary focus was on the fans. "I get the fans' passion," Silver said. He added, "I understand, again, why Dallas Mavericks fans are so upset." Silver made it personal, stating, "I personally am a fan of Luka Dončić. I think he's a great young man. Let's see how this turns out. I want him to be great. I want the Dallas Mavericks to be great." His comments validate the emotional connection fans had to Dončić and acknowledge that losing a player of his caliber is painful. Regardless of the reasons behind the trade, beyond just the fan reaction, the trade also sparked several theories and rumors, particularly concerning the Mavericks' new ownership led by Miriam Adelson and Patrick Dumont. Some suggestions circulated early on that the trade wasn't purely for basketball reasons. There was speculation that perhaps the new owner didn't want to pay a maximum salary or was more focused on off-court ventures, like real estate development, potentially even hinting at a future relocation of the team to Las Vegas. Given the Adelson family's majority share in Las Vegas Sands resorts, Commissioner Silver specifically addressed and refuted these theories. "The only place where I feel defensive on behalf of the Dallas Mavericks and new ownership that there were some suggestions early on that the trade wasn't done for basketball reasons." He strongly defended ownership's intentions, stating, "The only thing I can say, and I feel very confident about this knowing Patrick Dumont, who is the governor of the team, and the people involved, they believed that they were making the best trade on behalf of the Dallas Mavericks. Whether that turns out to be true, again, only time will tell." He also spoke about Mavericks GM Nico Harrison, saying, "I've known Nico for a long time. He's a really decent person. I know he's trying to do the best he can to run that franchise." This reinforces the league's stance that the decision, however unpopular, was made with the team's best interests in mind by the people in charge. Silver also later reiterated that the Mavericks are not moving and are looking to build a new arena in Dallas, directly countering the relocation rumors. The conversation also naturally turned to the question of commissioner power, specifically whether Adam Silver could have vetoed the Dončić trade if he felt it wasn't in the best interest of the game or the Mavericks organization. This question often brings up the comparison to 2011, when then-Commissioner David Stern famously vetoed a trade that would have sent Chris Paul to the Los Angeles Lakers, a moment Pat McAfee also brought up. Silver used this as an opportunity to clarify the extent of the commissioner's power regarding trades. He explained that the commissioner does not have the power to simply veto a trade between two independently owned franchises based on their opinion of its basketball merits. He then detailed the unique circumstance of the Chris Paul veto. At that specific time, the NBA actually owned the New Orleans Hornets. Stern, as the acting owner of the team, felt that the Hornets were better off keeping Chris Paul rather than making that particular trade. And therefore, as the team's owner, he vetoed it. Chris Paul was later traded to the Los Angeles Clippers. Silver's explanation makes it clear that the situation with the Mavericks and Lakers was fundamentally different because both teams are privately owned. As Adam Silver stated multiple times throughout the interview, the ultimate verdict on the Luka Dončić trade, whether it was truly the best trade for the Dallas Mavericks, will only be determined by time and how the teams perform in the years to come. But while the league office stands behind the intentions of the Mavericks leadership, Commissioner Silver completely understands and acknowledges the passion and anger of the fans who lost their superstar. The trade was a seismic event, and its ripples are still being felt, even reaching the commissioner's desk. What do you think of Adam Silver's comments? Do you understand his perspective on the trade? Let us know in the comments below.
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver acknowledged the uproar in Dallas following the February 1st Luka Dončić trade, admitting he understands why Mavericks fans have been so upset. Speaking on the Pat McAfee show, Silver noted the string of misfortunes that followed the blockbuster deal: Anthony Davis's immediate injury, Kyrie Irving's season-ending ACL tear, and praised the remaining Mavericks for still competing hard down the stretch. Silver defended the Mavericks front office, insisting the trade was made in the best interest of the organization. He emphasized that GM Nico Harrison and team governor Patty Dumont believed in acquiring a defensive anchor in Anthony Davis, subscribing to the mantra, "Defense wins championships." Whether that strategy pays off, Silver said, remains to be seen as the Mavericks push through a challenging play-in. When asked about comparisons to franchise relocation, Silver firmly denied any imminent move, pointing to ownership's public commitment to build a new arena in Dallas-Fort Worth. He called rumors that new owner Miriam Adelson was eyeing Las Vegas unfounded, stressing that Adelson and the Dumont family are committed to investing and building in Dallas. Silver also addressed conspiracy theories that he could have vetoed the trade. He clarified that, unlike the 2011 Chris Paul veto, when the NBA actually owned the Hornets, the commissioner does not possess unilateral veto power over privately negotiated trades between teams. "We believed the Mavericks were doing what they thought was best," he said, "and we let the process play out." On Dončić himself, Silver expressed personal admiration. "I'm a fan of Luka Dončić," he said, and voiced his hope that both the star guard and the Mavericks will find success. He acknowledged the remarkable fan interest generated by the trade, calling it a testament to Dončić's impact on the league. Silver's comments reveal the tightrope the NBA walks between respecting team autonomy and understanding fan loyalty. In Dallas, that loyalty was shaken, but Silver's public backing of the Mavericks' decision and his reassurance about the team's long-term stability in the city aims to bridge the gap between pragmatic management and passionate fandom. As Dallas and Dončić each enter critical playoff moments, Memphis awaits the Mavs in a win-or-go-home play-in, while the Lakers begin their series against Minnesota. The fallout from this trade will continue to be felt both on the court and in the court of public opinion.
Lakers was fundamentally different because both teams are privately owned. As Adam Silver stated multiple times throughout the interview, the ultimate verdict on the Luka Dončić trade, whether it was truly the best trade for the Dallas Mavericks, will only be determined by time and how the teams perform in the years to come. But while the league office stands behind the intentions of the Mavericks leadership, Commissioner Silver completely understands and acknowledges the passion and anger of the fans who lost their superstar. The trade was a seismic event, and its ripples are still being felt, even reaching the commissioner's desk. What do you think of Adam Silver's comments? Do you understand his perspective on the trade? Let us know in the comments below.